And where did you sleep, Adrian? Here? Here in Nikopol?
This is my bus.
In your bus? Okay.
No hotel here.
Oh, we slept at the hotel.
So
Okay, we're
he waited
moving.
for us, and now
In a caravan.
you see, because license
Ferry.
plates with this say RO next to that's like Romania, and like BG, it stands for Bulgaria. So this truck to the left, it's Macedonia, MNK.
I think we have priority. We have our own ferry, I understand. So we're number 4 bus of 4 bus caravan. And I think we're going to move pretty smooth to the ferry. I hope so. We shall see.
Yes, this is the French word. It's not written
Yeah,
here,
we're
but they
moving,
use
we're
it
moving.
quite often. Va rog, please. Bine ati venit, welcome. Poftere. Enjoy your meal, we would say pofta
I
buna.
would imagine there's a scale in there.
I always mix it all time a little bit of bath to clean our wheels, yes.
Oh, okay. I guessed wrong. It's a bath for our wheels.
Bulgaria, and also there is a European Union flag, but we will not say goodbye to European Union because we actually also will be inside. So you'll see in the left hand side Republika Bulgaria, means Republic of Bulgaria.
The truck's lined up today to get on the ferry to go way back.
Okay, we're lining up for the ferry. Ferry's down there in the water.
They've got to send the boat.
Okay, here comes the ferry coming the other way.
No, not really.
Drivers are smoking cigarettes, so I know
I was forced to
we're not going to be
learn
taking
Romanian
off too
because
soon.
99% of my colleagues a few years ago.
Okay, they're house martins or swallows. And they're feeding their babies up there. Lots of nests. It's a good place for them to catch bugs, I guess, by the shore of the river. I guess they can catch a lot of bugs. Okay, so this ferry will come in, unload their buses, etc., and then we'll load on. Okay, they're unloading. All right. First truck. I think I saw some buses. Whatever. As soon as they get off, we'll get on.
How far are we? About 9 lorries, 9 trucks.
Another lorry. Another lorry.
I don't know, to be honest, this one, I have never been this one.
Private car.
4 trucks and a car.
Another car. Another car.
There's another truck I see just backing up to get
Another
off.
So
car.
it's between Vidin, another bridge, and it's 100.
Okay, all aboard. Yeah, they have a man checking to make sure your wheels line up with the ramp. Ramp is very precise, very precise. So I tell them to go over a little bit and they'll go straight, slow down. Okay, you're good. Hope that was normal. Guess that was normal. Guess that was normal. Okay. All right, we're going on the ferry. Cool. Another experience. Been on car ferries before, but not a bus ferry. Oh, that didn't take long. We're actually moving. Okay, there's our ship over there, the one nearest shore. Okay, bye. Farewell, adios. Crossing the Danube.
Must be,
Crossing the Danube on a ferry.
Oh, maybe they couldn't get one.
that might be it. Yeah, they tried to get. I know.
Maybe they're balancing the load.
Downstream.
They're making this bus back up next to us. Oh, that looks like a Viking ship too. So I think they have 2 Viking ships parked, one on each side of the river.
Not 200. 260. That's only 140. No, I'm forgetting the one we went in. It's the same road. It doesn't take long. It's 8:40.
Car drivers waiting to get on the ferry over there. Looks like a dog
Can you
too.
see?
Passengers getting on and off of the Viking ship. Looks like mostly off. A few pedestrian passengers got off. And now the buses are getting off. And the men are going to point to the buses that go next.
Hit his bus being on, just being careful.
Okay, that little van's going to go next. Eventually we'll get off. The bigger van behind them is getting off. Okay, this gentleman will point to who's next. Okay, cars. Okay, we're in Romania here.
Yeah. I don't know which van.
We're now
Okay, the Merc right next. I think another car after the Merc. And then us.
getting off the ferry.
Those evil windmills, they kill birds.
Look at this.
Okay, I think we're officially getting to be officially off the ferry. As soon as our back wheels clear, our back wheels are slowly clearing. Bus drivers being careful. I think we're officially off the ferry. Okay. As soon as we're officially off, we'll hot rod it. Yeah, it's very windy. Yeah. Bunch of people waiting. You got a flag. All right. Yay. We made it.
Bravo, Adrian. Excellent job.
Oh boy, on this side there's a lot of people lined up. You're kind of lucky.
Well, and they were a single
Yeah.
lane too, so it looked like it was.
Wow, very industrial over here. Very industrial.
Sometimes also between non-European countries, Serbia and Croatia, they wait for a few days, you know. So, but it's quite, look at this. So you see that they cannot fit so many, like 5-6 buses or something. So you can imagine. And I think the next ferry is around noon.
Wow. More sunflowers on this side of the
So we are
river.
passing, now we are at region Wallachia, that's south part of Romania. As you can see, it's a quite abandoned city with lots of industry that was shut down because after the Second World War we had this influence of Russian industrial thing, and then we had like Bucharest, that was the most developed, of course, now still, but after the fall of the communism, lots of factories shut down because they used obsolete Russian materials, the factories. And nowadays we have some people living here, but actually it's not much to do and not much to see.
20,000 people here. Looks like they have a decent church.
Saint Haralampis
Church, I
Church,
mean,
19th century.
Square or park, I mean.
Left hand side behind the trees. some of. But these are communism types of buildings everywhere. But also this, actually, we have here one turnu. It means tower. Turnu.
I have to take her word for it. Can't see it.
Quite, I say, good, chain of supermarkets, German origin, and they have very good. What I think some of the states you have it also in your country. Okay, I lost mine.
We are on South Romania. We're heading towards the north. And our buses.
So we have here, you can see Romania. We have borders to Hungary, river Serbia, Bulgaria. We see also Moldova and Ukraine. So the Danube, actually, the Delta Danube is kind of the border between Ukraine and Romania.
Huge fields of wheat.
And also the right hand side we see some of the trees, apple trees. And the greenhouses for the solar panels, everything. So, and also got the question before I stop speaking. Why it's with white? Because the protection for different bugs and diseases, they paint the trunk of the tree in white color with some special chemicals and.
Yeah, the bugs can't climb up. Still planting a new crop in there, second crop maybe this season. Looks like corn over there, I'm not sure. Sunflowers and now wheats. Nothing for miles and miles and miles and miles except for fields.
Filling with cement salt rack now.
Drop me from a spaceship into these fields. I think I was in Kansas or something. Okay, we're through the flatlands that had lots of crops and coming in to a little town here with construction. Oh boy, a little dicey here. I think they're putting in a new bridge or something. A little dicey, a little dicey. Yeah, a little dicey. Nice.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Looks like they just installed new drainage here. I think the bridge has something to do with that. It's all interrelated. This place looks like the bread basket of Romania. Lots of crops. Okay, here comes a river. I believe we're coming into the town of Alexandria. And we're going to stop here for a break. We have a big communication tower here. We're going to see in just a second. It's a glorified cell phone tower. Okay, we're in Alexandria, and that's kind of a unique stoplight. When it's red, it turns red. When it's green. The whole, oh, hello. The whole pole turns green. I guess we didn't have a long green arrow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Getting a break now. Alright. Big city with stoplights.
Euro, but they did not adopt euro. There are more reasons for that.
Looks like a home
First of all,
improvement store
you have
like
to have
Home
a stable
Depot.
economy. You have to have approval from the center.
Yeah, I think we're riding on top of a dam. And this is a reservoir. Looks like some gates to the dam up here. I have to guess. Trams are new, some of the trams are old, some of the trams are in between new and old. That house has been through the wars, literally.
So, but don't worry. So we will do during the city tour. We will do stop over here, photo stop.
What do you call it?
It's the biggest, second biggest building in the world after Pentagon, and officially, it's a parliament. If we see the church, it's just now, I think this year finished. It was not like this last year. The biggest Orthodox church to the left-hand side and biggest parliament in the world. What we see above, that's how we have under the ground to the left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest parliament in the world, and second biggest building. We will pass next to one, a clinic, Nadia.
We're almost to our hotel.
On the left-hand side, it's like a 3 minutes walk. It should be how I say. Do not forget, we do have salad, meat, bread, and dessert, coffee, tea included. We don't have a main really in Germany, so they have this kind of.
These are bombed out.
So officially, we have here in Romania, medical health care is paid for everybody. So no matter limited number of doctors, dentists, engineers, tourism, etc. So for instance, they are like 1 year they.
Looks like they run pretty regularly. The one behind us wasn't very far. Yeah, I think I see one in the distance. Okay, we're entering into Bucharest proper. Traffic's getting heavier. Streets are getting smaller. We're having trolleys on tracks. So, looking like a big city.
They could be plain and functional
Yeah.
instead of ugly and functional.
Communist buildings. Oh, we're going to this place. Looks nice. It's very nice. Yeah, nice and warm. Really is. I hear cicadas or something. Yeah. Aperol, Aperol, Aperol.
It's a really nice place.
Yeah.
In May 2017, I took a trip at an estate sale. Got rid of almost
How big our group is. Okay, the red group is on the move again. All right, Bucharest. A nice meal. Ready to tour some more sites.
This building. So it's like almost like in a mirror. On one side we see old buildings, on the other side we see not exactly new buildings, but nevertheless compared to the ones here to the right, much newer.
These were built in the
an earthquake.
1980s.
So there was an earthquake in 1977, and by the way, Bucharest is situated on a quite dangerous position regarding earthquakes. There are three tectonical plates which meet each month actually, and therefore we have lots of earthquakes. Don't worry, the majority, 99% of them are not to be felt actually. Danger mostly in the past, let's say 3 decades. But still we have lots of old buildings, as you have seen at the beginning of the tour, which still require lots of improvements. And my dear guests, the Athenaeum Palace. So the Athenaeum Palace, it's a concert building. And if we talk about concerts, if we talk about art, we cannot ignore some names, such as George Enescu. So Enescu, he was one of the most important composers of Romania from the past century. Not to be confused with Eugen Ionescu. Eugen Ionescu, he was a drama theater playwright. After the Second World War in Switzerland, and he came back after the revolution. So since the end of the Second World War until communism, we had socialism, of which the utopia was of course communism. And we can see the statue of the king here to the left, Carol I, the before mentioned king, Carol I. And we can also see the Revolution Square, which is... So to the left here, you can see the balcony, the lower one, the small one, from where Nicolae Ceausescu always held his speeches. So his first speech was... So first speech was 1968, last speech was 1989. And
Some kind of TV reporter over here. Channel 61 or something. Got a tiny camera and a very young lady reporter. Revolution Square is right up there.
No less, no more. What you can see here is not an ordinary flag. Yeah. This particular flag is one of the original flags of the Romanian Revolution in 1989. You can observe those holes area because before here was the communist coat of arms, and we cut it off, and we used it as our symbol. Actually, we claimed the flag as being ours. So it was at 9 minutes in the afternoon, Ceausescu took the helicopter from the building, see where the flag is now, from the roof of the main building of the Central Committee of the Communist Party, trying to escape. Exactly on that moment, we, the crowd, broke the doors, entered the building, conquered it, but which was more important for us, we conquered the back, which is above the entrance. Have you seen it, by the way? For us, it was a bigger victory to conquer the balcony more than the building itself, because you can pray inside the cathedral. But the priest of the cathedral closed the door in front of them, didn't allow them to pray inside. So the people said, no problem, let's stay outside, let's pray on the stairs of the cathedral. You know, thus the whole world will be able to see that even here visited by your tour guides. So let's remain at the revolution moment. And
this is one of the leaders of the opposition
more about
and
this
a monument for the revolution.
Because I feel that awake and I ran away downtown with the money for the built in my pocket, 32.58.
Two receivers. This is the revolution.
It was crowded.
Yes, it was quite crowded.
I never got to do that. It looks heavy, however, joke to the side, it is the heaviest structure in the world. And, my dear guests, it was started in 1984. So 1984. And until 1989, so in the 5 years time, until the revolution, it was almost finished. So you can imagine, in almost 5 years, they almost completed this building. It wasn't completed 100% because Nicolae Ceausescu, he never got to use this building. So you can see right side, the main balcony, which is the lower one to the right. That was, let's say, planned by Ceausescu to be used for his speeches. How ironic is life that he never got to use it, and someone else did, actually. Someone else did after the revolution. We had a great concert in Bucharest, one of the largest ones. Michael Jackson, yeah, he came over here and he came from that balcony and he said hello Budapest instead of hello Bucharest. So it wasn't actually planned by Ceausescu to be said like this. So yeah, you can imagine he didn't do the moonwalk afterwards. Now, as much as Ceausescu pursued the Eastern, let's say, influence, he was very much impressed by the Champs-Élysées, and he said that I want my own Champs-Élysées, as a child would say, and they built one for him. So this Champs-Élysées of Ceausescu's Champs-Élysées is longer and wider than the original one. It's 1.5 kilometers longer than the original one.
Yes. And that's all across
All
here.
of them, yeah.
Make your way to the bottom.
Yes and no. I mean, we have some examples in which they were actually.
Okay, just in case there's some kind of emergency here in Bucharest. It's approximately 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon on the 2nd of July 2025. We shall see, but it's probably lunchtime for all the emergency people.
It's important from this point of view, but I would say that, for instance, they could maybe improve some aspects. So, for instance, you have this large fence surrounding the building. If you want to just go closer to the building, you'd require half an hour to just go around it. They kind of distanced themselves from the people, ironically, even though the building had the nickname House of the People, because it was built by the people. So you had almost 1 million people working at the same time inside the building. 10,000. The largest one weighs 5 tons. So 5 tons. You can imagine it's quite a task to clean all the light bulbs, to maintain the whole building. Of the building today, even though the name kind of implies it, Parlamentalis, to be more precise, it consists mainly out of 2, let's say, main political chambers, which are Chamber of Deputies and Senate Chamber. The Opera building, which was built in the 50s, quite unusual to be honest, because in the 50s, again, during socialist times, and it has a mostly European, I would say, Western European architectural style. In the meantime, we have reached a very interesting spot in Bucharest, which is called Cotroceni neighborhood. Now we are approaching the military academy, but not just the military academy is important, but this whole neighborhood is a jewelry actually for Bucharest. If you remember, I mentioned the extension of this neighborhood was on the place where the Parliament Palace is situated right now, because if you notice, we kind of went across around this whole area, and now we are again approaching, let's say, this direction where the Parliament Palace is. But this neighborhood is considered, alongside the northern part of Bucharest, one of the most valuable in Bucharest. To the right, it's the beginning of the previous century. Actually, we started late 19th century, but finished beginning of the previous century. Right side, Carol Davila University. In front of us, if you're wondering what's this structure here in front of us, this is the presidential palace, where the president of Romania has his headquarters, but it also shares with the with apart from the previous king's residence. We pass to the left, which is the military academy. We're just gonna go in front of it, just slow down a bit so that I can get to talk a bit about what we are seeing. So, right side, this is the military academy. The idea to have a military academy was actually firstly introduced by the king, Carol I, late 19th century. The building, however, this building to the right, was built late 30s. So late 30s, and it was finished after the Second World War. Mostly the mosaic-shaped structure, which you can see the mosaic sculptures from left side to the right side. They show us the history, mostly a very superficial history, let's say, like this, of Romania.
I will show them and say yes or no. I will show you the adapter and say yes or no, because I'm not sure.
Hanging out in the bar of our Sheraton Hotel here in Budapest, and we're going to go out to dinner in a little while after we finish our drinks. This place is a happening place. Boy, a lot of traffic, this and that, and the other. We just finished our tour, so I think we get to see some more tomorrow, actually, and then we leave first thing on Friday morning, the 4th. We're leaving here on the 4th of July. We won't get home to Mexico until probably the 6th or 7th or 8th. Well, actually, we're staying 2 days in Madrid, so yes, it won't be for a little while. But our dog and our cats are being well taken care of, so that gives us peace of mind. So anyway, we're hanging out, relaxing for once after a lot of tours. It's been very hot here. It's been very hot everywhere we've gone.